It is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Fauzan Amjad.
Greetings, Mr. Pastorino, Mrs. Wandress, Mr. Carrasio, Mayor McCormick, Town Council members, Dr. Massimino, Board of Education members, faculty, parents, guardians, guests, and the graduating class of 2020. My name is Fauzan Amjad. I'm sorry to all the teachers that have been mispronouncing my name for the last few years because I was too shy to correct them. Well, surprise, now you know. We're here today in rather unprecedented times. At the beginning of the year, we took many aspects of our year for granted. Winning our last Spirit Week, hugging our friends, dancing at prom, and most importantly, ending our last year of high school strong. This COVID-19 pandemic has been tough on all of us, as we witness many of our fellow family members, friends, and neighbors being affected by physical, social, and financial hardship. And shout out to all those essential workers and healthcare workers who are working harder than ever before. We may not have adapted to these unique circumstances overnight, but we eventually adjusted to these non-traditional means of education and social interaction and made the best of what we could this year. After all, there is a silver lining to this. We will emerge as the strongest graduating class in history. Throughout our past 4 years of high school, we've had many individuals guide both our learning and our passions. Particularly, our school's coaches enable us as student athletes to reach our full potential. They work endless hours, both in season and off season, preparing and instructing workouts, analyzing our student athletes' performances, and providing encouragement to students who've dedicated their time in representing their school in athletics. Personally, for me, joining the wrestling team was by far the best decision I've ever made as a student at this school because it taught me how to be physically, mentally, and socially stronger at a time where I thought I was lacking in all three of these aspects. And I have to thank Coach Creighton, Coach Fisher, and Coach Russo for making the student athlete I am today, as I'm sure all of you guys have coaches and club advisors to thank for their commitment to your passions. We can't forget what all of our families have done for us throughout all of our years of education, whether it be dropping us off at school, meeting with our teachers, supporting us at home games and matches, providing us both food and a home full of endless love, and most importantly, allowing us to pursue an education. Although graduation ceremony rewards graduating seniors with a high school diploma, it is also an emotional day to commemorate the sacrifices undertaken by our loving families. Ever since we were little children, we depended on our parents to protect us and provide us for our basic needs. They were our first relationship, our first teachers, our first role models, our first friend. I understand that our relationship with our families might not always be the most perfect at times, but their endless love for us and always being there for us for every step of the way is a powerful testament to how much time, money, and effort they put into providing for us. So as you congratulate your fellow classmates on moving on to the next phase in life, remember that today is just as big day for your parents as it is for you. Personally, I would like to thank both my parents and my siblings for always being there for me and providing me with infinite support in any endeavor I pursue. They are to me the most precious thing I've gotten from God. Now on to our teachers. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Teaching is one of the toughest jobs in the workforce. But the rewards that come with the job are endless. When you think about it, everything done within our advancing society is a product of education and knowledge, and teachers play a fundamental role in educating our youth to become the leaders of the future. Our teachers at JFK never let our failures come in the way of our potential, and the fact of the matter is that they push us to pursue our passions and become better students, better friends, and better people. On behalf of the graduating class of 2020, I would like to thank the teachers at JFK for always being there for us and for always accepting us for who we are and always motivating us to become better people. Whether it be through Miss Kenny and Miss McKeever's heated class discussions, Mr. McGrody's ability to make anyone smile, Mr. Sakadato and Mr. Hill's power to teach our nation's history like a book I can never put down, Mr. Burns' corny science jokes that I honestly love, don't worry about it, Mr. Graham's predictions of economic recessions, Mr. Viteri's picturesque chronicles of his hair growth journey, thank you Sukhmeet, and Professor Shrek's rather detailed accounts of corporate America. I can speak for all of us when I say that all of our teachers have made us better individuals capable of taking on the future by accepting us for who we are and playing on our strengths. We're lucky to be graduates of JFK, an educational institution that holds our diversity as both a major strength and a value to be admired. Just look around. Diversity at our school is a melting pot of different races, cultures, genders, religion, sexual orientations, and socioeconomic backgrounds. And it is this diversity that enables us to work with people from various backgrounds, visualize aspects from new perspectives from individuals with different struggles and priorities, and facilitates acceptance. The friendships forged throughout our last 4 years at high school, last 4 years at JFK, as a consequence of such a diverse environment, are the ultimate symbol of our high school diploma. And our class's ability to not only see the strength in others, but also advocate on their behalf to uplift their spirit and defend their equal rights in this country provides us with a powerful vision that illustrates both love and prospects for a better future. Now, to be honest, I didn't really know how to end this speech. Like, no cap, when Ms. DeLeonard told me I was even running, when I was even eligible for this, right, the first thing I did was search up Valedictorian on YouTube to see, like, where the competition was at. So I guess I'll end the speech with a simple yet powerful piece of advice. Now, I understand that my advice throughout the last 4 years here has been, like, hit or miss, but hear me out. Throughout all of our years of education, an abundance of information and lessons were provided to us by our teachers. But it's not enough to just know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, or that the quadratic equation is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared subtract 4ac over 2a. Sorry, can you please fact check me on that? You have all this knowledge and information available to you at your fingertips. Now it's your turn to discover, research, and create a better world for your children. There's a saying from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam: the knowledge from which no benefit is derived is like a treasure of which nothing is spent in the cause of God. So with this being said, please promise yourself something. Promise yourself that you will never stop learning. But more importantly, promise yourself that you will never stop loving, and always aim to see the best in individuals when applying your skills. There's no doubt within my mind that you will all be successful no matter what field you choose to go into and do amazing things in life. After all, you are the future. Thank you for having me speak today, and congratulations to the class of 2020.